Hoy vamos a hablar sobre los verbos como gustar. Verbs like gustar. They're not the same as anything else really. There's a different way to conjugate them. So we're going to talk about 3 or 4 common ones, 4 or 5 common ones today. So you got what's called, they're made up of a couple different parts. You have a stress pronoun. You have an indirect object pronoun. You have only 2 options for forms. And this would be in any tense. You have the third person singular and the third person plural. And then you have either something that is singular or something that is plural. Okay, so you see the forms. And the way you look at these, you sort of read them backwards. You say, if you're going to translate them literally, baseball is pleasing to me. To me, the stress pronoun stresses it even more. So what you got is, gustar really, if you were going to, it's not really to like, that's how we teach it. It's more like to be pleasing if you wanted a literal translation of it. So what you have here is you have your stress pronoun, okay, which me, ti, and this would be to me, to you, and it's stressed again, and then the rest of them would be a plus the subject pronoun. So él, ella, usted. All right, and then over here, same thing. Nosotros, vosotros, ellos, ellas, ustedes. Didn't fit in the box. Plus, so here's sort of the equation. So stress pronoun. Then you have your indirect object pronoun, which is to me, to you. Okay? So this is called an indirect object pronoun. Me, te, le, nos, os, les. And then you have either a singular form of the verb or a plural form. And we're going to use gustar, which really is like to be pleasing. Okay? Other verbs like gustar, you got importar, which is to be important. So baseball is important to me. It's cognate. Interesar. Interesar is to be interesting. To be painful. Doler is actually a boot verb also. We have another video on boot verbs. If you want to check that out. So, say, a mí me duele el dedo. A mí me duelen los dedos. You have 2 of them. The fingers are painful to me. So we have gustar, importar, interesar, doler, and then encantar is like to be delightful. So baseball is delightful to me. Cookies are delightful to me. Encantar. Alright, so we use gustar though as an example here. You have gusta and you have gustan. Alright, and then here you would have a singular thing, like we used el baseball because it's a cognate. Baseball is pleasing to me. More stress to me. So it wouldn't change if you have nosotros. So baseball is pleasing to us. To us. Okay? Just stressing it again. It never changes. We're focusing on what it is that's pleasing, or what it is that's delightful, what it is that's painful, what it is that's interesting, what it is that's important. So, las plantas. Plants. Plants are pleasing to me. To me. Okay? And so really, how do we do this? You can get a mirror out if you want. We read it backwards. Read backwards. So again, It matters what it is that's pleasing. So, plants are pleasing to you. To you. So you got verbs like gustar.